the next question, which is what is Azure Queue Storage? So understand Azure Queue Storage as a messaging store that aims to communicate, that aims to have a proper communication between two parties. And what do I mean by that is, suppose, um, let's say there's an online store, and as a customer, you are buying a product. And then what will happen is the order details will be placed in Azure Queue, the order processing system. Then it will retrieve message from the queue and process each order. And in this way, your order placement and order processing systems are like decoupled, which will allow each other to process independently, and they can also be scaled. So that is the Azure queue. There are a few things like it can only store the messages with a maximum size of 64 KB. It cannot be more than that. So for fewer things, it can be used like I told you about the online retail store. And yeah, it is easily accessible. That means it can be accessed via HTTP or HTTPS protocol. Let's go to Azure and see how we can create and use these Azure queues. So once we go inside of it, we can click on here, we can go to our storage accounts. We will need to go into storage accounts. So we can go from here. Let's click on it. Once you click on it, you can see the blobs, right? So that's the blob and that's the ADLS. They both are for storage. Here we can go to ADLS, right? Once the storage account, the storage account which is this has been created, you can simply go to overview, and inside of overview you can see multiple options. Like here on the second last we have queue service. So that's the one we are talking about. As I've not created any queue yet, let's create one right now. YouTube QUEUE, right? Once this has been created and a URL has been generated, right? So here you can configure it, and then uh, so you can add a message here, right? So this way you can use the Azure queues. And there's one more thing. Does the Azure queue storage guarantee ordering? That can be a cross question. So the answer to that is no. Typically first in, first out. But it's not a guarantee that they won't be out of order. They can be out of order like very few times as well. So that's it for this video.